Hi, and welcome back to Blue's Garden. This is my fall planting. I actually get started early in August with my fall planting. For me, I am planting peas. They love the cool fall weather. Gold Oregon giant snow peas. I like to soak them for about half an hour beforehand. Medium warm water. Not hot, not cold. Just some warm water. And I know they're peas, so I'm going to give them a little something to grow up on right now. Pop in something so that the little shoots can grab onto something on their way up. I will put in my grow bags 4 little pea shoots. Now, even if I get nothing out of them, this is an excellent thing to do with your garden. You will draw some nitrogen out of the air and it will get back into your soil. And so even if you do nothing with the actual peas, it's great for the soil. These are actually these are actually golden sweet peas, kind of a yellowish sweet pea, nice purple flower. I've loved them. These guys rarely make it inside. I actually eat these as candy out while I'm tending my garden. Takes about 7-ish days to germination. And like I said, I'll throw them everywhere. They will draw some nitrogen out of the atmosphere and dump into the soil. They're about 45 to 60 days before I harvest. About every 3 weeks, anyway, in the summertime, I am replanting lettuces. This is the old lettuce, and it's tired, so I'm just going to toss it out into a raised bed that I use as raised bed / my compost heap. And I'm going to just put in some new soil and some new lettuce. I do that in the fall because, again, heat of the summer, it's real tough on lettuces, but they are a great fall crop. And I'll do this 2 or 3 times during the fall. I'll sprinkle them over the top, barely get some contact with the soil surface. I might add a little tiny bit of extra soil on top, but barely any. You can tell how deep to plant by about the depth of a seed size, and they're very tiny. About 7 to 10 days or so, again, for germination on lettuces. And about every 30 days or so, cut and come. I am cutting. I also put in some beets in the fall. Radishes are another good thing, but nobody in the family likes them. So I am going to do some beets. And again, I'll do 5 or 6 in my grow bag. And they're a great fall thing. They are wonderful in the cooler weather. I'll also do some kale, and I'll just broadcast that in the raised bed. And do about a square foot of some kale and just broadcast some of the seeds. 7 to 10 days for germination. And I'll start harvesting from the outside in on the kale. Similar to spinach, tough in the summer. They don't do well in the heat, but they're great in the cool nights of August, September into October. And I'll just keep planting spinach, harvest it at early stages and later growth. Makes for great little spinach salads. I also make an orzo spinach salad, cold orzo spinach salad with some feta. That does well. That's the lettuce. Peas, snap peas, Oregon giant, and snow peas. So I'll put in a bunch of different types of peas. Again, great for the soil as well as the fall crop. Peas do real well. It's a great fall crop. And these are actually going in where all my tomatoes are, so as the tomatoes die. Speaking of tomatoes, in the raised bed, got a little volunteer tomato plant. And I mentioned I'll do beets. I did some on my Cape garden, and I'll do some back at my home garden. I am a big fan of fall roasted beets, and the wife loves them too. Carrots. I've got some early carrots that I did in the spring, and I will do some more now. Carrots are a tough one to germinate, 20 to 30 days. And I am doing a few different varieties. One's the Danvers 126. I hope to get longer carrot, 6-inch carrots. I will pull these carrots late October and into November. They're fine in the ground when it gets cold. As I mentioned, sweet peas everywhere. I don't mind if I don't get a ton of sweet peas. I love the fact that it's also a nice cover crop and also does a good job with pulling nitrogen into my soil, so it also treats the grow bag soil. The greens will end up in the compost and adds a little extra nitrogen. So planting for the fall is all about getting a variety of different things. I got peas, I've got some squashes, I've got potatoes, and I've got greens, spinaches, lettuces. The fall is all about those cooler crops. Please like, share, and subscribe. It helps me grow, and that helps you grow.